As a typical college student, I found myself shopping at the local Walmart just the other day. On my way from the cereal aisle to the office supplies, I saw something disturbing. When I say disturbing, I mean I saw something yellow. Yellow with a little blue. I saw South Dakota State shirts at the Vermilion Walmart.
The academic year is in its final stretch. Graduation at USD is less than a month away, and many high schools around the area are wrapping up their year very soon as well. Various future coyotes will be that much closer to setting foot on the campus of USD as an official student. However, the task of actually choosing a college can be difficult. The March is over, the madness is still in the air. After all, the NCAA basketball tournament is still going on. Some brackets are doing okay, while others, like mine, are, well, busted. However, this so-called study of brackets, or bracketology, as it has come to be known, can actually earn some wise bracketeers some money. As a member of the women's basketball team, we push ourselves daily in practice and workouts to make sure we perform at our best in games. Unfortunately, I'm sidelined this year because of foot surgery, but that's irrelevant. In order to perform at our best, we like to train against the best, our scout team. This week on the Yote Report, I take a look at the USD women's basketball scout team. With the end of the school year under 3 months away, students are already looking for housing options for next year. This week on the Yote Report, I take a look at the different student housing options in Vermilion. It's Valentine's week at USD and love is in the air. Although everyone's used to seeing red around Vermilion for the coyotes, Valentine's Day is bringing even more of the color to campus. The weather has been all the talk on the campus of USD lately, but ironically enough, the lack of changing winter weather has caused some pretty big changes in the grades of USD students. This week on the Red Report Yote Report, I take a look at the academic results of bad weather. So, with grades in mind, maybe this weather isn't so bad after all. Who am I kidding? It's awful, but a 4.0 sure looks nice on a transcript. For the Red Report Yote Report, I'm Kelly Stewart. The spring semester is winding down, and many students are finding themselves scrambling to meet deadlines for their schoolwork. It's that time of year when motivation to keep up in school is indirectly proportionate to the niceness of the weather. I've been studying, reading, writing papers, filming, and editing, and even I feel the stress of school. But I'm only a sophomore. However, the difference between this semester and previous ones at USD? Cleaner air. Last week, I brought you an informational segment about the new smoking ban at USD. This week on the Yote Report, I take a look at the student and faculty reaction to the ban. The Summer League tournament came to a close just a few weeks ago, but anyone who attended couldn't help but notice the rowdy environment for all teams competing. Fighting for charity? Seems a bit odd. Last week, the Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity held their annual philanthropy event here at the Vermilion Armory. This week on the Yote Report, I take a look at Teak Fight Night. Veterans Day is a day set aside each year to honor those who serve in the military. Cow News' Dan Bell has been involved with ROTC for years, and he caught up with a student veteran to find out his views on the holiday. USD has had fewer than 20 presidents guiding it since the university doors opened 150 years ago. The current president, Jim Abbott, has seen quite a few changes in his tenure, not only to buildings, but in academics and athletics as well. Coyote News' Nathan Poole brings us a report on the man who's leading the charge for change. In 2009, the Libertarians were accused of mocking the debate and the participants. Coyote News' Angelica Brackens joins us with PSL President Lindsay Vefflin to explain why the Libertarians are returning to the debate stage. While students prepare for another week-long Dakota Day celebration, a group of 13 dedicated students on the planning committee are busy with final preparations to make sure the week is a success. A University of Iowa fraternity has been shut down and members kicked out after a reported hazing incident. The Beta chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon had previous complaints of hazing in 2008 and 2009. SAE's national headquarters closed the UI chapter yesterday after more reports of hazing and illegal consumption of alcohol. Let's say a team wins by 70. Most people leave the game saying, why did we have that team on our schedule? If the game is close, people leave the game saying, yeah, we're not going to be very good this year. And the final outcome, I like to call it the unimaginable, is when a large conference school loses to a small conference school, like USD beating Minnesota 3 years ago, and someone usually loses his job. Was this rule really necessary? First of all, hard knocks are just a part of the game. Implementing this rule puts too much of the game into the referee's hands, as they have to make split-second decisions on whether a hit was targeting. Second of all, the penalty for helmet-to-helmet hit is 15 yards and an automatic ejection from the game. Again, the fate of certain players is essentially in the ref's hands. An unintended targeting hit gone wrong can cause key players to be ejected from the game, which can greatly impact the outcome. First of all, we all know the competition is tough out there, but please remember that you are entitled to a space including your body width plus the length that your arms extend out. This is your bubble, and any t-shirt entering that target zone is fair game for you. Now, I'm fully aware that at sporting events, people's bubbles may overlap, which brings me to my next rule. In general, if you are in the presence of any person age 10 or younger or age 70 and older, you must let he or she catch the t-shirt. It's just plain rude to try and grab the free clothing from the young and old of society. First of all, it's about the halfway point in the season, and the Coyote volleyball team is undefeated in conference. That's right, 7-0. This is a complete turnaround from last year, where the Coyotes finished at 8-8 in the Summit League. The preseason poll put the Yotes at the 4th ranked spot in the league, but clearly they have something more to prove.